Welcome back to Game 4 of the 1941 World Series replay between the New York Yankees and the Brooklyn Dodgers. In this game, we are in Brooklyn again for the second game across town. And it is a 2-1 series lead for the Yankees. And so let's get into the starting lineups. By the way, this is being played with the new 1941 season set for on-base baseball. So this will be on base. And you can pick that up for free. It's a free download the entire season. You get every player carded, and you also get every player in the roster sheet that you can see here. These are the batters. So every team, every player who got into a game in 1941. Let's go through the starting lineups for the visiting Yankees. It's going to be Johnny Strum leading off. Same lineups. There's one change to the Brooklyn Dodger lineup. Red Rolf is playing third and hitting second. Tommy Henrich in right field will be batting third. Joe DiMaggio in center is the cleanup man. Charlie Keller playing left and hitting fifth. Bill Dickey is the catcher, left-handed catcher, hitting sixth. Joe Gordon is hitting seventh. He's playing second base. Phil Rizzuto is at shortstop. He's hitting eighth. And the pitcher in this game is going to be Atley Donald. He'll be batting left-handed, hitting ninth. Donald on the mound, a right-handed thrower. 31 is his stamina, and 403 is his FIP. For the hometown Dodgers, it's going to be Pee Wee Reese leading off for the second game. Dixie Walker now moves up to the second spot. He's playing right field. Pete Reiser is in center field. He's a left-handed bat. Dolph Camilli moves up to the 4 spot against the right-hander. Inserted into the game, his first action in the playoff or in the World Series is Lou Riggs. Lou Riggs playing third base, right-handed batter. Joe Medwick is in left. Mickey Owen is the 7th place hitter. He is the catcher. Pete Koskarart is going to be the second baseman. So a couple of additions here to the lineup. And then the pitcher, the pitcher is Kirbe Higbe. Kirbe Higbe, batting right-handed and hitting ninth, but he's also on the mound. He has a 26 stamina and a 399 Sierra FIP. He has a 399 FIP. So both pitchers will be pitching out of this column number 2. Only one change here on a 44, so that's the only time they will affect the at-bat. All right, let's get things started with Game 4 of the 1941 World Series. For the Yankees, it's going to be Johnny Strum, Red Rolf, and Tommy Henrich against Kirbe Higbe. Strum, a minus 28 batting runs. A 36 is going to be a fly ball. That goes out to straightaway left field. No problem out there for Medwick. Some might even say a can of corn. 2 left, and there's 1 down in the first. Red Rolf to the plate, a 56 to a minus 8 batting runs. He is going to be a ground ball. That's right back to the pitcher. Makes the easy throw to first base, and that's going to be out number 2. So 2 down in the first inning, top of the first. Tommy Henrich to the plate. Henrich, 31 batting runs. Excellent left-handed stick. This 3-4-5, as good as it gets in baseball. 35 to a 31 is going to be a walk. So Henrich takes the walk, and he'll be down at first base with 2 outs. And Joe DiMaggio to the plate. Joe D's had some moments, nothing like otherworldly yet, but he has had some moments in this series. He's going to have another one here as he singles past the third baseman into left field. It takes him a minute to get over to it, and so going first to third is going to be Tommy Henrich. So we have runners at the corners with 2 down, and Charlie Keller coming to the plate. Keller with 49 batting runs from the left side. 12 is going to be a ground out as that goes out to the shortstop. He's going to go the short way, 6-4 on the putout, and that's going to be out number 3. So down go the Yankees in the first. They did not score. And Brooklyn will send up their first 3 in the second inning. in this again in the bottom of the first against Atley Donald. It'll be Pee Wee Reese, Dixie Walker, and Pete Reiser. 24 to Reese is going to be a strikeout. And that's a strikeout swinging as Donald gets Reese to swing through a pitch. And that'll be out number 1. A 66 to Dixie Walker is going to be a home run as he reaches out and he touches one. It goes down the line and stays just inside the fair pole. Yes, I call it a fair pole. I prefer a glass half full sort of look on life. But that's Dixie Walker putting the Brooklyn Dodgers up 1-0 on the solo homer to left. It's going to bring up Pete Reiser. A 34 to Reiser is a walk. So standing at first base is Reiser, and Dolph Camilli stands in, power hitting first baseman. A 16 is going to be a fly out as that goes to deep left center field. Going back on it is the center fielder Joe DiMaggio, and he'll make a running catch at the track. That's going to be out number 2, but the runner does move up on the he moves up on the fly ball, and we got a runner at second base now in scoring position for Lou Riggs. Lou Riggs with his first start of the World Series, and this is going to be a really good one. 22 is going to be a double or a triple. It's a 1 on the D9, so that's going to be a double as he laces one down the left field line. Turns on a fastball. Oh, just a double, Brian. Oh, here we go. So that's a double, but it is going to be an RBI double as he brings in the run from second base. And just like that, it is 2-0. Brooklyn over New York. Not out of trouble yet, as Medwick is going to reach out and touch them all as well as he pokes one just over the fence in right field, and that's going to be a 2-run home run for Joe Medwick. Brooklyn pouring it on in the first. It's now 4-0 Brooklyn with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. A 16 is going to be a fly ball that goes to left field. It's deep, but the park is going to hold it, and catching it in left is Charlie Keller. 3 down, but not before Brooklyn scores 4, and they put up a crooked number in the bottom of the first. It's 4-0 Dodgers over the Yankees as we head to the top of the second inning. For the Yankees, it'll be Bill Dickey, Joe Gordon, and Phil Rizzuto. 14 to Bill Dickey is a hit by pitch as he gets plunked on that inside fastball from Higbe, and he's down at first with nobody out. Joe Gordon to the plate, playing second base. 46 is just what the doctor ordered. That's going to be a, what is he hitting at, an 18? That'll be a line out or a pop out. This is a 7. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's a 7. So that's going to be a pop fly, and that goes to the first baseman. So we're going to go P3 on the put out. Nice pitch there as he gets Gordon to pop up. Brings up Phil Rizzuto to the plate. Rizzuto's first at bat is going to be a ground out. That goes to the shortstop. So we're going to go 6-4 on the fielder's choice. That'll be assumed for out number 1. Let's roll against Phil Rizzuto's speed to see if he is safe or out at first. 1-6, he'll be safe. It is a 3, so Rizzuto beats out the throw at first base. We go 6-4 on the fielder's choice, and there's now 2 down with Phil Rizzuto coming to the plate. Phil Rizzuto at first base. The pitcher is Atley Donald. He's a left-handed batter. 56 will be a ground out. That goes to the shortstop, so he'll just get it over to first base, and that'll be out number 3. So the Yankees get a little traffic on the bases, but can't get them around to score. We go to the bottom of the second inning. It is Brooklyn 4 and New York nothing. Koskeret, Higbe, and Reese for the Dodgers against Atley Donald, who hopes to put together a little better inning than the first. 15 to Koskeret. It's going to be a ground out. That goes to the shortstop. No problem over there for Phil Rizzuto as he gets it over to Strum at first, and that's out number 1. The pitcher is Kirbe Higbe, 13. That's going to be a ground out to the third baseman. The third baseman is Red Rolfe, makes a good throw to first, and that is 2 quick outs. Good bounce back here from Donald so far. And he's facing Pee Wee Reese at the top of the order. 56, that's going to be a third straight ground out. So good inning for Donald as he bounces back with a 1-2-3 inning in the second. Still 4-0 Brooklyn as we head to the top of the third. It'll be back to the top of the order with Strum, Rolfe, and Henrik. 56 is going to be another ground ball. Hot shot down to third. No problem at third base for Riggs as he makes a good throw over to first and makes the out at first. 1 down for Red Rolfe. Rolfe grounded to the pitcher his last at bat. It's going to be another ground out this time, but a little too hopper to third. A little easier play this time for Riggs, but he still makes the play, and that is out number 2. Tommy Henrik to the plate. He walked and got as far as third base in his first at bat. A 34 is going to be another walk for Henrik, who's been on base twice. And that brings up Joe DiMaggio. How long can he live putting runners on in front of Joe D? Apparently we live to see another day. So that's going to be a fly out to center field. And ranging over is the center fielder Riser, and he's going to make the catch for out number 3. So 3 scoreless innings in the books for New York. And we go to the bottom of the third. It's 4-0 Brooklyn. For Brooklyn, it's Dixie Walker, Pete Riser, and Dolph Camilli. I keep saying Paul Reiser. I think it's because of the actor. I grew up in the 80s and 90s. A 12 is going to be a ground out. That's right back to the pitcher as he makes a good throw to first. And that takes care of Dixie Walker. Walker now 1 for 2 with a home run. Brings up Pete Riser. Pete Riser is 0 for 1. He has no official at bat. He came around to score on the double from Lou Riggs back in the first inning. 56 is going to be a strikeout. Second strikeout of the day for Atley Donald. And that is out number 2. Brings up Dolph Camilli. Camilli flied out to center in his first at bat. A 34 is going to be a walk, though, as he gets on base this time. Standing at first base, not much speed. So Lou Riggs is going to hit away. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI double. This time he hits a fly ball out to left field. It's Charlie Keller in left, and he's going to make the play in left on the run. Nice catch by Keller. And that will be out number 3. So we head to the top of the 4th inning. This one moving right along. New York is down 4-0 to the Brooklyn Dodgers. It'll be Charlie Keller, Bill Dickey, and Joe Gordon facing off against Kirbe Higbe. He looks like he should be a Keith Higbe. But Kirbe Higbe, 34 to a 49. That's another walk. So 3rd walk of the day for Higbe. And he puts a runner on in front of Bill Dickey. Bill Dickey with a home run in this series. But what has he got here? Here he's got a fly out. And that's going to be a 7. So that's going to be a fly ball with an error check. That's a fly out to center field. The center fielder is Riser. He is a plus defender. He's going to make the catch. And that will be out number 1. Runner holds at first base. So we got a runner at first with 1 out now. Joe Gordon to the plate. 46 to Joe Gordon is going to be a line out or a pop out. Last time he popped out. This time he's going to line out. And that'll be a line drive to center field. Coming in hard on it is Riser. And he makes a terrific catch in center field on the run. That will be out number 2. Runner holds at first. Phil Rizzuto to the plate. Last hope for the Yankees in the 4th. A 56 to Rizzuto will be a ground out as he hits one solidly, but right to the shortstop. He's going to go the short way, 6-4, as he shovels it for the third out. The Yankees go down in the fourth. They cannot score. They strand one at first. And we have a 4-0 game as Brooklyn comes to bat in the fourth. Joe Medwick, Mickey Owen, and Pete Koskeret. Bottom of the order for the Dodgers. 45 is going to be a base knock. That's a single with an asterisk. His speed is only a 5, and no one is on base, so that long single doesn't have any bearing. He's 2 for 2 now, though. Joe Medwick brings up Mickey Owen. How do we do this? And I'll keep the papers from moving around so much. Mickey Owen, he's 0 for 1. He flat out to left in his first at bat. Here, he is going to ground out. That's going to be a ground out to first base. We're going to get the out at second as he tries to make the turn. That'll be out number 1, and we're going to roll against Owen's speed. A 1-3, he'll be safe at first. It's a 2, and he just beats it out as sort of a slow developing play. We go 3-6 on the putout, and they cannot make the return throw. And so it's going to be Pete Koskeret with a runner at first base and 1 out. Koskeret grounded out to shortstop in his first at bat. 56, he is going to ground out again, this time to second base, and we'll run the same thing. So we get the fielder's choice at second as they get the lead runner, and Koskeret runs at a 5 speed, so an average runner, and he just makes it out. Beats it by an eyelash. And so we're going to go 4-6 on the fielder's choice. So a couple of almost turn double plays here, but not quite. And that's going to bring up the pitcher, Higbe. A 16 is going to be a fly ball out to deep right field, but this one will be playable in right field. That is going to be Tommy Henrich who makes the catch and puts away the Dodgers in the fourth. Still 4-0 our score. There were 4 runs in the first inning, and outside of that, nothing has happened. So we go to the top of the fifth for the Yankees. It's going to be the pitcher, Atley Donald, and then back to the top of the order with Strum and Rolfe. Donald 0 for 1 with a ground out. He's going to ground out again to the shortstop here. We're going to check Pee Wee Reese on the... Pee Wee Reese with the error. So we're going to go E6. And Atley Donald is on base following the Pee Wee Reese error. 44, this is the only result that gets changed, so it's going to be a ground out to shortstop. So we'll take the fielder's choice at second. That's going to be out number 1. And we'll try to make the turn for the double play. Strum just a 1-3. Safe at first. And he almost had it, and it rolled over to a 5. And so he rolls into the 6-4-3 double play. So 2 down now, and the base runners are erased. Red Rolfe to the plate. He's got a couple of ground outs. He's going to ground out again, this time to the shortstop. We're checking Reese again, and Reese will make the play this time. Short memory as he gets it over to first base for out number 3. So after a leadoff error on the shortstop, Pee Wee Reese, the Brooklyn Dodgers get out with a double play and a ground out. So we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's 4-0 Brooklyn over New York. Back to the top of the order for the Dodgers, Reese, Walker, and Pete Reiser. Pee Wee Reese pokes one, and that one carries out into right center field. Going back on it is the center fielder, DiMaggio. He makes a nice little running catch, more like a jog, as he gets there in plenty of time, but momentum keeps him going. That's 1 out in the inning. Dixie Walker to the plate. He's going to ground out to the second baseman. We're going to do a check on Gordon, who's a plus defender, and that will be out number 2 as he makes a good play ranging to his left. Brings up Pete Reiser. Reiser 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 24, he's going to strike out again as he swings through a breaking ball. And that is out number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Brooklyn in the bottom of the 5th. They still lead 4-0 over the Yankees. For the Yankees in the 6th, it'll be Tommy Henrich, who is got 2 walks, Joe DiMaggio, and Charlie Keller. Heart of the order for the Yanks. An 11 to a 31 is going to be another walk, so 3 straight walks. for Tommy Henrich. And he's at first for Joe DiMaggio. DiMaggio 1 for 2 in the game. He's going to hit a fly ball. That's out to deep right field in the corner. Near the wall and making the play is the right fielder Dixie Walker. Tagging up on the play is going to be Henrich at first, as he got a good beat on it. And he'll be at second base with 1 out. Charlie Keller to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He's going to ground out here, but it is going to advance the runner as he grounds out to second base. That'll be out number 2. We're going to have a runner at third base with 2 outs. Bill Dickey to the plate. Chance to get the Yankees on the board with a base hit. A 45 to a 7. It is going to be a long single. His speed is only a 4. So he hits that one into the left center field gap. Takes a big turn at first, but he is going to stay there. He's going to wind up knocking in that run from third base. And the Yankees are now on the board with an RBI single from their catcher, Bill Dickey. Brings up Joe Gordon to the plate. Gordon is 0 for 2. Make that 0 for 3 as he flies out deep into left center field. Ranging back on it and near the track is Joe Medwick as he makes a nice, fine catch. That's going to strand the runner at first base, but the Yankees do get on the board for the first time. It's now Brooklyn 4, Yankees 1, and we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Atley Donald, who has settled down after the first inning, is facing Camille, Riggs, and Medwick. A 36 to Dolph Camille is going to be a long single. Camille takes a big turn as he hits that one into the left center field gap. And he'll scamper back to first. He's now 1 for 2. Lou Riggs to the plate. Riggs with an RBI double back in the first. And a fly ball in his second at bat. He's got a 55. 55 will be a line out or a foul out. It's a 2, so that's going to be a line drive out. And that goes right back to the pitcher. Nice reaction there from Atley Donald. As he reaches up and makes the catch, the runner scampers back to first base, and that'll bring up Joe Medwick. Medwick with a double play. So he hits a sharp grounder to first. We're going to go to second for 1, and back to first for the 3-6-3 double play. Well, that's a terrible 3. But that's going to end the inning. Nice play at first base from Strum. Not a great defender, but he makes a really good play there. As he gets Joe Medwick in the double play, we go to the top of the 7th inning. It is Brooklyn over New York, 4 to 1. We got 26. So we got one more inning that Higbe can be in column 2, which is his natural or his pitching column. He's going to face Rizzuto, Donald, and Strum. Let's see if he can get through this inning. 24 is going to be a strikeout as he gets Phil Rizzuto to swing through a fastball on the outside corner, and that is out number 1. Atley Donald to the plate. Let's go ahead and let me look for a pinch hitter here. All right, the pinch hitter for Atley Donald, the pitcher, is going to be George Selkirk. Selkirk with his second at-bat of the series. He pinch hit, I believe, in game 1. He is going to come in against Kirbe Higbe. Higbe in his last inning of action. There's 1 down. Selkirk stands in. He's a left-handed bat, and he has a -2 batting runs. So let's see if he can get the offense jump started for the Yankees. He's going to hit a fly ball, I believe. -2. That's going to be a fly out with an error check. So that's toward the line in right field. And we'll see Dixie Walker is on the run. And he'll make the catch in right field near the line. And that is out number 2. So Selkirk gave it a good poke down the right field line. But Dixie Walker is there for the catch. And we head to the top of the order. It's going to be Johnny Strum. Strum 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts in this game. A 66 is going to be a home run chance. It's a single or a home run if this is a 9. It's a 10, so we got a little drama here. What's it going to be? It is a base hit into center field. So Strum on for the first time. Not great speed, just 3. And that brings up Red Rolf. Rolf is going to get caught looking, and that is a strikeout to end the inning. So third out for the Yankees. As they go down in the 7th, they strand a runner at first base, and we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. We need to get a new pitcher in for New York. And the new pitcher for the Yankees is going to be Johnny Murphy, relief pitcher for the Yanks. He's a right-handed pitcher, can go 10 batters. 364 is his FIP, so he'll be here in column number 3. Column 2. He replaces Atley Donald, the starter, who is on the hook for the loss at this point. He went 6 innings, gave up only 5 hits but 4 runs, a couple of walks, and 3 strikeouts. He gave up 2 home runs, a 2-run homer here, and then a solo home run to Dixie Walker with the RBI double to Riggs mixed in. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's Mickey Owen, Pete Koskret, and the pitcher spot, which I think we're going to hit for the pitcher here. So getting into the bullpen for both teams, and standing up there first. This is going to be a ground out right to the first baseman, to Hopper. No problem there as he takes it to the bag himself, and that'll be 3 unassisted on the out. Brings up Pete Koskret with 2 ground outs. He's got a ground out and an on by a fielder's choice. 36 is going to be a fly ball. That's out to center field, straightaway center field. Can of corn out there for Joe DiMaggio as he makes the play for out number 2. And let's go ahead and get a new pinch hitter in for the Brooklyn pitcher. All right, the pinch hitter is Jimmy Wasdell. He is an outfielder. He'll be batting left-handed. He's a +4 batting runs, and he will be pinch hitting. We still have Cookie Lavagetto on the bench as well, as Riggs got the start for him in this game, so we'll save him in case we need it. We'll replace Higbe in the next half inning. So Johnny Murphy will be facing off with 2 outs. Jimmy Wasdell. .34 to 4 batting runs is going to be a base knock. That's a single up the middle with an error check on DiMaggio. He only makes an error on a 1. It's 3, and he's going to make that play cleanly in the field. So Wasdell is at first. Not a lot of speed, average. He's a 5. And it will be Pee Wee Reese to the plate. Reese is 0 for 3, a 35. He is going to be a strikeout for Pee Wee Reese as he strikes out for the 2nd time in this game. And that ends the 7th inning for the Dodgers, who strand a runner at first base. And we'll go ahead and bring in a new pitcher for Brooklyn. All right, the new pitcher for the Dodgers is going to be Hugh Casey. Casey, right-handed pitcher, can go 15 batters. 363 is his FIP, so he's here in column 2 as well. He replaces Kirbe Higbe, who went 7 innings, gave up only 3 hits and 1 run. He did walk 4 batters, and he struck out only 2. Survived this error here from Pee Wee Reese, but otherwise an RBI single from Bill Dickey is the only run that he gave up. So we head to the top of the 8th inning. New York is down 4-1. They're up 2-1 in the series, and in the actual game, they won this one pretty handily by 3 or 4 runs. As they went on to win this series in 5 games, 4-1, and we'll see if they have a comeback in them here. This is the heart of the order: Tommy Henrich, Joe DiMaggio, and Charlie Keller. Against the new pitcher, Casey. Casey is going to induce a ground out. That's a 2-hopper to short. Pee Wee Reese with the throw over to first, and that's going to be out number 1. Joe D to the plate. He's 1 for 3. He's going to ground out here. That's a scalder, but it's right at the second baseman, a little worm burner. And the second baseman is Koskret, and he'll make the play to first. Standing in on the left side is Charlie Keller. Keller's 0 for 2 with a walk. A 56 is going to be a strikeout as Hugh Casey gets Charlie Keller looking, pulls a string on a curveball, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for the Dodger reliever. As we head to the bottom of the 8th inning, it is 4-1. Still in the game is Johnny Murphy, and he will face off against Dixie Walker, Pete Reiser, and Dolph Camilli. He induces a ground ball to the pitcher. It's a little tapper down the first base line. Running over to make the play is the pitcher. He'll actually he'll just tag the runner as the runner goes by. Don't have too many chances for a one unassisted, but we take it when we get it. So that's going to be the pitcher making the tag on Dixie Walker, and that is out number 1. Brings up Pete Reiser. Reiser is 0 for 2 with a couple of Ks. A 25, it at least gets wood on it as he hits it out to Joe DiMaggio in center field. DiMaggio is a plus defender, and it's a good thing as he makes a snow cone catch right there. And that will be out number 2. Nice catch in center by Joe DiMaggio. And Dolph Camilli stands in at the plate. An 11 to Camilli will be a walk. So a 2-out walk to the first baseman. First walk given up by Johnny Murphy, and that puts him on in front of Lou Riggs. This could be trouble. A 22 to Lou Riggs is going to be a double, as that one is wrapped hard over the center fielder's head. Joe DiMaggio playing in couldn't get to that. With 2 outs, that's going to score the runner from first as he is going on contact. And that stretches the lead back to 4. It's now 5-1 Brooklyn. A 56 to Joe Medwick is going to be a walk. And second walk of the inning for the pitcher Murphy. A 25 will be it's going to be a fly out with an error check. That's a fly out to right field. Tommy Henrich is a minus defender, so a 1 or a 2 will be an error. It's no error on the play. As Mickey Owen flies out to right field. That's going to be out number 3. And Brooklyn gets one more. They've stretched the lead back to 4 runs. It's 5-1 as we head to the top of the 9th inning. Hugh Casey trying to close this one out. Casey with 7 saves on the year. Looking for a 2-inning save here as he faces off against Bill Dickey, Joe Gordon, and Phil Rizzuto. The catcher is Dickey. A 14 is going to be a walk. First walk issued by Hugh Casey brings Joe Gordon to the plate. Gordon is 0 for 3. He's done just about everything he can do except ground out. 46 to an 18 batting runs is going to be a line out or a pop out. That's going to be a line out to the pitcher. So he hits it right back through the box. Pitcher gets his glove up. Makes a nice catch there from Hugh Casey. Getting back to the bag is Bill Dickey and Phil Rizzuto to the plate. 66 to Phil Rizzuto will be a home run. And look at that. Phil Rizzuto pokes one out in left center field as it just scrapes over the top of the wall. And Rizzuto keeps the Yankees' hopes alive as he's going to bring home the runner from first. That's going to be Bill Dickey coming in on the run, or the home run, and that's a 2-run homer. It's now 5-3 Dodgers over the Yankees, and the Yankees need to bring in a new hitter. So let me get someone in the game. Right, the new pinch hitter is Frenchie Bordagri. He is an outfielder. He's coming in to pinch hit for the pitcher spot. It's a -3 batting runs with a 4 speed. After the home run, the bases are clear. There's nobody on with 1 out, and Bordagri is facing Hugh Casey, who's trying to close this one out, but not doing a very good job. 22 is going to be a double as he rips one into the left center field gap. That's going to run all the way to the wall, and Bordagri is into second with a stand-up double. So runner in scoring position for Johnny Strum, and back to the top of the order for the Yankees. A 33 to a -28 is going to be a ground out. That's a ground out to third base. Runner at second is going to hold. That's the good part of that. And looks back the runner, throws to first. Strum is out, and now the Yankees are down to their final out in the top of the 9th inning. They're down 5-3. It is Red Rolfe coming to the plate with a tying run. And what can he do? A 55. Rolfe is 0 for 4 on the day. A 55 is going to be a line out as he hits it hard, but he hits it, well, it can't be a line out to the catcher, so he doesn't hit it hard. He pops it straight up into fair territory to the catcher. And with a whimper, this game ends as New York gets 2 in the top of the 9th, but they were down by too much to overcome the Brooklyn Dodger lead, and they're going to lose this one 5-3. And that is going to even up our series at 2 games apiece, as I think they get one more in Brooklyn, and then the series will shift over to the Bronx. All right, I will come back with the totals in this one. All right, and we are back with our totals. Brooklyn wins this one 5-3. The line for New York is 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors. For Brooklyn, it is 5 runs on 7 hits and 1 error from Pee Wee Reese. Not much of note here in the in the Yankee lineup. Strange line here. One official at bat for Tommy Henrich as he walked 3 times and scored a run. Kind of an odd looking line. Joe DiMaggio just 1 for 4 with a base hit, but was erased in the first inning. And 1 for 4 for Phil Rizzuto as he hit a 2-run home run in the 9th inning to close the gap to 5-3. But that was it. The losing pitcher is Atley Donald, who went 6 innings, gave up 5 hits and 4 runs. Murphy came in for 2 innings and gave up another run in the 8th inning on a double to Riggs. For the winning team, the Dodgers, 2 for 3 day for Joe Medwick with a couple of RBIs. He had a 2-run homer in that 4-run first inning. 2 for 4 day for Lou Riggs off the bench, who gets his first start in the series. Goes 2 for 3 with a couple of RBIs. 2 for 4 with a couple of RBIs. And those really were the players of note. Our player of the game is going to be Kirbe Higbe, who goes 7 innings, gives up 3 hits, 1 run, 4 walks and 2 Ks. The save goes to Hugh Casey, who pitches 2 innings and gives up 2 hits and 2 runs. So we head to game 5. We're all tied at 2. And again, this is using the 1941 on-base baseball season set that you can pick up at clarkandaddisongaming.com. If you click on the baseball link at the top, if you're on a desktop, you'll see the link up there and go to baseball, and you'll see the 1941 set near the top. There are other sets as well. If you're into a little bit earlier time, or more modern, I guess, time periods, we have every season from 2019 except for 2020. Don't have 2020, but 19, 21, 22, 23, those are all available if you are still into modern baseball. We also have a couple of sets from the 90s, 95, 98, and 91, so 3 different sets from the 90s. And we have 1975, 1972, 1967, and then you can purchase the decade roster sheet. So you get these roster sheets like this, except you get an entire decade worth. So each season is its own individual file. So if you wanted to print off and play one particular season or one season against another, you can do that. And basically what you do is you just we have all of the batting, defense, and speed values here, and you just transfer those over to your score sheet. The game comes with this score sheet, which is by at bats, and gives you a nice total over here, or you can do by the traditional by innings score sheet that has innings all the way across. Either one is fine. They both come with the game, with the purchase of the game. You can also download those for free on the Clark and Addison Gaming website. If you buy this season, it will come with the 1940s game engine chart, and so this is all of the results are contextualized for the way that baseball was played in 1940 or in the 40s, so an average of the 40s altogether. And you can download more of these game engine charts from the website. You can also go, I think there's a few more over at onbasebaseball.com. I'll be switching that link to go over to the new website soon, and as soon as I get everything sort of officially moved over. Yeah, I think that's it for this game. The gameplay is super fast. It's like a little blend of APBA and Strat, kind of a marriage of those two games. Has some similarities to both, but it comes from the same place, just kind of old school dice baseball that kids would play, games that kids made up in the 40s and 50s and 60s, and there's sort of a souped up version of an old dice baseball concept. So all right, I think that's it. If you haven't subscribed, click on the subscribe button. If you like this video, just give it a quick thumbs up. That's a super easy way to support what we're doing here. And we'll see what happens in Game 5, as this series is knotted up at 2. It's already better than the original, which was won 4-1 by the Yankees. But we're going to have a little bit more baseball in this one, so we'll have to make up some teams in Game 6. And maybe we'll just keep following what they've been doing. Doesn't seem like they made too many changes to their lineups, but we'll see how that goes. All right, I think that's it from here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.